Whoever adds more problems wins. Anybody can help them to sell the house. Anybody who has a real estate license can help them sell. For all of my brothers and sisters who have gone through probate with family members, what type of problems arise? My brother said, everything.
Tons of crap.
Our loved ones have tons of crap. Hey, you ever notice that my stuff is stuff and your stuff is crap? So they got all this tangible personal property. What else? Disrepair. They need perhaps some handyman work to get it up to current standards so they can sell at a price that's meaningful. What else? Disagreements among siblings about who's gonna do what. Shipping stuff back to family members who can't come. And what I would say to people is like, hey, I don't know if this is helpful or useful in some way. I have a project manager on my team. Her name is Melissa. She's my personal assistant, which potentially makes her your personal assistant. And what she would do is she would be your liaison for any of the ancillary services that we may need to engage. Can I explain to you what I mean? Let's say we decide to do an estate sale, right? Because the estate gets a write-off for that. She will have the estate sale people come in, give us a quote. Nothing happens until you say okay. Once you say okay, we'll let them in, do the work. We connect you for payment. Now let's say we decide to do some handyman work. We will have vendors come in, we'll get quotes, so on and so forth. If you need stuff shipped back to family members, we have a company, a lady that owns a UPS store. She'll meet you at the property, box it up and ship it. We actually had someone on a probate we did in Wellington, a little bit north of here. The guy passed away. His sister was the person. She lived in like Ohio. And he had a 3-car garage with 2 collectible cars and entire like memorabilia. And the rest of the house was like a mess. We had a vendor come in, clear out the whole garage, put on a truck and take it back to her to Ohio. You see why she listed with me at 6%? Yeah. Even though all commissions are negotiable? They would ask me, hey, is there an additional fee for this? I would say no. You know, what I'm aware of is you have a lot on your plate. My intention here is to add value and to take as much off of your shoulders as put onto ours and make it as smooth and easy as possible. So every time, who would win the listing? Me. Yeah. And all I'm really doing, if you think about it, my project manager is just like a assistant. We're just like getting people in.
It's all the stuff we do anyway.
It's all the stuff we do anyway. But you see how I pitch it. She's my personal assistant, which potentially makes her your personal assistant. Now let me ask, anybody who's gone through a probate, if you had a personal assistant helping you with all that stuff, would that be helpful? When you're a complete 5 states away, you have your own family, your own kids, your own stuff, yes? Whoever adds more value wins. I've taught this to people all across the country. Heath is one of the guys I taught it to. Last year he did 20 transactions, all probate. He was a part-time agent, full-time cop. Did 20 transactions as probates. Mark Ramey, he's one of the top agents in Orlando, regularly does 70 to 80 deals a year. 50% of his business is now probate after I taught it to him. Okay, Ilya, he was in that category of agents, 1 foot out of the business. He literally called me and said, hey bro, I'm gonna have to get a job. Put him on a probates, took 2 listings in a day. Now probate is something that he does on a regular basis. And he just bought a new car, which he probably should have done, but he did it. Dan the same way. Dan, when I met him, he was making $30,000 a year living on his parents' couch in his 30s. Now he makes over $350,000 a year regularly. He takes 1 to 2 probate listings a month after I taught it to him. And they all started exactly where you are right now. The biggest difference is they have a complete system. They're not smarter than you, I promise. I know these people. I love them, but they're not smarter than you. They're not more experienced, and they're definitely not in better markets. I can already hear you guys in your mind, oh, this wouldn't work in my market. They're not in better markets, and they're in markets all across the country. But here's the problem. What happens with free training? You never log in, bro. 3% of people ever do anything. So I'm a little bit entertaining. I can hold your guys' attention. You'll walk out, you'll be like, that was cool. And then you'll promptly do nothing. And I don't want you to do that. Because this is like a serious conversation. Do you realize how many agents have gotten out of the business in the last 12 months? Independent of silly posts on Instagram, #thriving. And you guys need tactical information. To me, telling you can do it is like sending you into battle with like a rubber bullets. It makes no sense. Here's what most people do. They take notes, they feel motivated, they do nothing, and they make the same income next year. That's what most people do. You're not struggling because you're bad. You're struggling because you don't have the right tools, guys. Do you know the tools that we're using? Cold calling scripts from 1995. We're buying leads on Zillow and hoping and wishing and praying that it works out. We're door knocking in 2025 and we're hoping and praying. There's nothing wrong with praying, but here's what I need you to understand. Hope is a beautiful word, but it's a terrible business strategy. It's a weight loss program. What if you had a proven lead gen system and methods? High converting scripts, weekly coaching calls, and actual systems and strategies that convert. If you had everything, legitimately, could you fail? I'm sorry, could you?
No way.
No, because I know my brothers and sisters at EXP are smart, intelligent, enthusiastic. You just need the right information, you need the right lead source, and you need to learn what to do to convert on that lead source. And you couldn't fail. So we have 2 roads that we can go down today. The first is path A. Path A is you try to figure this out on your own. Yeah?
Good luck.
That's right. Good luck with that. What you'll do is you'll maybe go to YouTube University, watch a couple YouTube videos, try to figure it out, mess around with it, test out different scripts. And then maybe you'll do a deal in 12 months. You know what actually ends up happening? After 3 or 4 months of doing this, you'll give up. You know what you'll say to me? This doesn't work. You're a special widow boy. I'm not. Which is just not true. There was a guy in a group coaching call that I do. 6 months it took him to take one of these listings. Bro, he whined and moaned and complained the whole time. He hopped on a call and in front of 50 people, I'm like, bro, you're being a complete baby. Hard work is a new thing for you. You've never actually had to work before. You were in an environment where you could show up in flip-flops, not say anything stupid, and make $115,000. That does not exist anymore. He stuck with it. He had 5 closings last month, and all of them were probate. He made $60,000 in a month. He's never done that before in his life. You have to stick with it. But you need accountability, you need a system to do that. And if you try to do it on your own, what will you need? You have to build workflows, trial and error, start from scratch, high cost of mistakes, and uncertain results. Or the second option is we do this together. So you can use my scripts, my methods, right? My system. You can start booking appointments, start helping families doing good by doing good and getting paid. And that's why I've created something that changes everything. Because if I could give you everything, every template, every script, every system, again, you'd be virtually guaranteed to succeed. And if such an option existed, I know you want to hear about it. Here's what we've created for you, because for 10 plus years, agents have been asking me to create something to give them access. Everybody knows I'm listing all these properties and I'm doing it through probate and they want to have access to it. So that's why we've created the Probate Masterclass. Now, the people at Elevate Coaching came to me and they said, hey, we understand what's happening in the environment that we're in right now. Agents need a predictable, duplicatable lead source that they can go into the marketplace because we're seeing what's happening. And they said, hey, we know you have a probate course. And we know that it's really good and it's very successful. Is there a way that we could collaborate? Because we're all about collaboration, yes? Yes? And could you offer something to your beautiful, amazing, fantastic brothers and sisters EXP that you don't offer to anybody else? And I said, sure, why not? So here's what we did. We're going to give you the complete library of every training program, every script template that my 7-figure team used to do 50 to 60 probates every single year for 5-6 years in a row. But this is what makes it different, because most programs just give you information and wish you good luck. Yeah? How many people participate in those programs? Yeah? You pay a bunch of money, they give you information like, good luck, you can do it. So I wanted, when they came to me like, hey, how can we do something that you normally don't do? Because when people participate in my probate course, normally, it's just on demand. They never speak to me. They get access to it and it's learn on their own pace. So we're going to do something that's different in conjunction with Elevate Coaching. We're going to provide you with training, tools, coaching, and accountability. All right, Jeffrey, you've been at EXP now for 10 months. So what's been your experience?
Well, it's been pretty incredible. I think that, first of all, the experience in the beginning as far as the onboarding side of things was very smooth, white glove type of treatment. I think that's a lot of fear of a lot of agents when they move companies. This big, heavy lift, right, of moving over from one to another. So the beginning of the experience was awesome as far as the onboarding and the transition.